DJ Erica.
Denny had I'm sorry, gotta move forward. Denny had a mansion. And it was no mini mansion. This was a mansion in a very exclusive part of the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area. It was a neighborhood that was exclusive. You don't just drive up in there because you got a security guard at the gate that you got to talk to before you even drive in. So it was that kind of neighborhood with like 8 pillars in front of each mansion. You know what I mean? It was exclusive like that. Like, yeah. And when we walked in, he was like, I'm a big mouth, okay? I am a shit starter. I say what I see. I call it out. I call people to the carpet. I don't care. And I said exactly this. Wow, this is what our money bought you. And I didn't say it like that. It was kind of like I had to be innocent because Denny was like, oh, he's going to kick me out of the group if I say it too. But I'm like, wow, so this is what our money bought you. This is what you got. We got for you or something like that. And he's like, no, it was $20 million mansion, but I got it for a foreclosure. It was only $8 million. Are you kidding me right now? Only.
And what exactly were you getting? Like he's buying $8 million.
2 pennies a record. Still 2 pennies a record. We were still by now. Well, I don't know if by then when we went to his mansion, did we have that or not? Have we done the second album or not? But we did the second album. The second album sold bigger than the first. Here we are, like millions of records sold, and we're still making 2 pennies a record. Then we went in and we recorded Runaway Love under the same terms as the first and second album again. So that Runaway Love EP, it was like a lot of remixes to songs, and then it was Runaway Love was I think that was the only new song that we had on that record, but it was only 6 or 8 songs. It wasn't a full album, like 11, 12 songs like typical. But still, we got a video out there. We're looking like we're making a bunch of money. We got Free Your Mind out there. Free Your Mind, when I look at Free Your Mind still to this day, Free Your Mind looks like these bitches got like buku money. These girls are so freaking rich. I look at that video and I'm like, oh my God, look at us. Look at us. We are so amazing. We are I look at that video like, wow. Because we had a rock and roll edge for that song that we hadn't had for anything else. We took a huge chance in doing that. We were the shit. We were the shit, and we deserve so much more. And I look at that video, even now, I'm just like, wow. That's the one video that will make me pissed off and start crying and getting upset about the fact that we didn't get what we deserved. Mm-hmm. Not hold on, not never gonna get it, not giving them something to feel. Free Your Mind is the one that gets me so amped up and so angry. And I just look at us like, because it was so futuristic and so forward that even now it hasn't dated itself. When I look at Hold On, I see it's dated. When I look at Never Gonna Get It, isn't dated too much either, except our hairstyles and our shoes. Giving Him Something to Feel was supposed to be a period piece, kind of like a Jessica Rabbit thing, Mm-hmm. And a throwback to girl groups. So it was kind of a dated, piece, video wise, but Free Your Mind was futuristic. It was, the Jetsons, you know what I mean? And so when I look at that, I'm like, wow. And we were so broke. I remember when I got home that night, I literally cried because I was like, look at we were so great today. And we're going home to like this apartment. And it was a cute apartment, but it wasn't what Denny was going home to a mansion. You feel me? 11 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, or 9 bathrooms, 7 bedrooms, something crazy, a lot, way too many, way too many. So I don't know. I've just looked at us over the years like, wow, there's some things that went really wrong. And I wish that our manager would have said, you know what? I'm just going to represent, I love you ladies. You think you're really sweet, but I'm just going to go ahead and represent Denny and Tommy so that we don't have this conflict of interest. And you guys have someone that can really represent you guys. You deserve that. You really deserve it, because if I represent you, I can't represent you. When it comes to renegotiation, I have to step away from the whole thing. And so at one point, I want to say before we did what became the EV3 album, we tried to go in and renegotiate our contract. And that's when I was like, you guys, Cindy, Terry, Maxine, we need to get a manager that's going to represent us. And David said, okay, I'll step out. I won't represent Denny and Tommy, and I won't represent Envogue. I'll step away from the whole thing. You guys go ahead and hire somebody else to be the manager for the time being, just for the renegotiation. And then I'll step back in after it's over. And I was like, what? Can someone please tell me why David wants to come back after he can't represent us even when we come back? It's a proven fact that he can't do that. Like, why are we going to rehire him after the fact? That doesn't make any sense to me. No, and the girls were upset, and everybody was like, because I said, we got to fire David. And they were crying. I was crying too. I love David, but I was like, I love my dad too. My dad is a great guy, but do I want him to manage my career? Like, I don't think David is right for us right now. We need to have somebody that can understand where we've been and take us even higher. And David can't do that. He can't. He's been telling us that he can't represent us the way that we deserve to be represented. So why are we keeping him? Can someone tell me that? And the girls were pissed off at me. They got me out of the group, and I'm mixing up the times and dates as to when this happened. But when they got me out of the group, they went back and hired David again, knowing that there was a conflict of interest there from the beginning. Oh my God. Yeah.